What's going on, YouTube? Welcome to the channel. Thanks for checking out the channel. And if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit that like button and hit the subscribe button and hit the notify button where we're always dropping new Toyota Tacoma content. All right, guys, let's just jump into it. So I want to talk to you guys about the pricing of the new 2024 Toyota Tacoma, because people were taking delivery of them, and the prices are interesting is all I will say. We'll just start off with the markups that we're seeing. You know, you'll be pretty lucky if you can get one of these 2024s without a markup. I've been seeing them advertising like $2,000 markups, you know, $1,300 markups, you know, probably a $1,700 markup. But you're gonna at least, you know, some of these trucks on the off-roads and the sports, I think you're gonna pay a couple $1,000s, you know, or $1,300 at least. You're gonna see some type of markup. Some dealerships just don't do markups, but the ones that are kind of like, you know, they'll probably try to hit you with a markup. But, you know, so that's something you're gonna have to deal with off the top. And it's gonna be, like I said, you could be looking at, you know, typically we see 1,000 to 2,000. You could see 3,000 or 4,000, depending on, you know. But you're guaranteed, you know, more than likely, some dealership is gonna be charging $2,000 extra. And it's always interesting, I think, to see how new buyers, you know, how do they respond to that? You know, when you're coming in to buy a new vehicle, and then, you know, you're going over all the financing and the price of the vehicle, and then you see some type of market adjustment for $1,000 or $2,000, and you ask them, you know, hey, well, what is this? What is this for? And oh, it's because the, you know, the truck is super rare, people really want it, and we gotta charge you this. It's a bunch of crap. You know, I'm sorry. I'm just tired of it. And, you know, I understand this is, you know, this is America and this is free enterprise and everything, but, you know, with the car buying thing, it's a disaster. People are coming in there, you know, I always say, people are coming in there spending their money. They worked hard for that money, and, you know, they put in a lot of hours, and, you know, this economy is pretty rough, you know, depending on who you talk to. But yeah, for you just to be giving them money, it's just greedy. It's just greediness. Now, one of the dealerships I go to, you know, I go to a lot, and it's Toyota Glaston. I'm just gonna say it because they do like a green car package, you know, and it basically like, you know, if you have something happen to your truck within, you know, a couple of months, maybe you get a blowout on your tire, they'll replace the tire. Maybe you get a cracked windshield, you know, a chip in it or something, they'll fix that and replace that. Or you get a dent, a ding, maybe you come out the you know, the grocery store, and there's somebody, you know, put a little ding or a scratch on your truck, they'll take care of that for you. Now, I think that's cool and everything, and that's all good, but, you know, it sucks if you never have to worry, if you never have that happen. And I think it's kind of something, you know, I think something they could definitely do without. You know, that's their dealership and they choose to do whatever. But the only reason why I say that why I see why they would do it is because, you know, you buy a new vehicle, you know, say you buy a new vehicle, and I don't know, person takes it home, and then they come outside and they see something on the truck that wasn't there, and then they're like, hey, you know, maybe it's within, you know, a couple of weeks when they got the truck, they could say, hey, they never seen this, blase, whatever. You know, the dealership, you know, has already, you know, been paid ahead to go ahead and take care of that for you. So I think that's where they see that happening at a lot. I mean, I don't know what the reasoning is, but I know, you know, at least you're gonna get something for that value, instead of just saying, hey, here's $2,000 you got to pay and we're not going to give you anything. But still, again, I believe that, you know, all that stuff, that should be an extra add-on. You know, if you want that extra protection added, or like an extra insurance, basically is what that is, if I could talk. But anyway, so yeah, so you're gonna have to deal with all the markups, you know, depending on what dealership you go to. And, you know, shout out to Glaston, I bought 4 vehicles from them, and you know, it sucks to have to pay a markup, but sometimes what I will say about the markup is, another thing is that if you want an exclusive vehicle, sometimes you might have to bite the bullet. You know, unfortunately, just depending on how these dealerships are, like I said, there are dealerships out there who are not going to charge you a markup. They don't believe in it. And, you know, they shouldn't be charging you. It's against Toyota's rules, you know, to be charging people extra. You know, they're supposed to just sell the truck for what the price of the truck is. Now, I understand the add-ons. Like, if you do add-ons, like especially like port installed, and they already come like their factory OEM parts, like some sliders came in this, some rock sliders, like some Predator steps. Sorry if I'm kind of stuttering in this video, I'm getting a little excited. But yeah, so the prices are going to be sky high. You're looking at $2,000, you know, $2,000 to $4,000 markup on some of these 2024s, and we haven't even got into the pros. And I guess down in California, you could be looking at a $10,000 for a pro. a markup on a Pro. So like, yeah, I know some of these dealerships, they're gonna be charging you, they're gonna be charging you a markup. So you're gonna be dealing with a couple $1,000 markup, and then, you know, like I said, on top of high manufacturer's pricing. So what I've been seeing is people buying these new Tacomas, be ready to pay $50,000. Just go ahead and check the finances and see if you got $50,000 laying around, or if you plan on financing $50,000, you know, putting a good down payment so your payments aren't just sky high, you know, for $50,000. And $50,000 is a pretty good number, and you're going to be getting basically an off-road or a sport, you know, with the TRD package, whatever that might be. So, you know, you will get, you know, hopefully for that price, you're going to get a sunroof, and you're going to get some leather, and you're going to get the 14-inch screen. But yeah, that's about all you're going to get. You're not going to get no hybrid or nothing like that. So yeah, you're going to be paying 50-something thousand if you can find one, because you can't even get one here in Oregon, or I guess in Washington. So you can't even get one right now. So they haven't even showed up. I guess they're supposed to be showing up around March. And like I said, out here in Oregon, you know, some of these dealerships do markups. It's about 50-50, I think, on the markups around here, or you know, about 30% that I've seen, you know, maybe or so around it there, 30% or so do markups on these vehicles. But yeah, you're looking at $50,000 for one of these new trucks. Just be prepared, at least, you know. And yeah, even more. And I don't even care if it's an SR5, you're gonna be paying $50,000. If it says 2024 Toyota Tacoma 4x4, just be prepared. There's one of my cats. Who's that, Sam? That's Samuel. Yeah, that cat, he went missing a couple times in this neighborhood. Once for like a week, and then once for almost like over 2 weeks. And he was like stuck in somebody's house. But anyway, yeah, you guys, I don't know. So yeah, and the reviews about the truck, I mean, people are buying them, they're loving them. If you guys want to see a really good one somebody picked up, is over there at 88 Rotors. They picked up one, and he paid like 50 something. He, you know, they're out there in California, and he went all the way out to Vegas and picked up his truck. And then he took it over to King's Shocks out there in California, and they're doing like R&D on it. So they're doing like research and development, trying to get him a nice excuse me, a nice suspension set up there. So, you know, and then Westcott's got them. So people are lifting them. And then I have a video that I might put on here. I think they were trying to put 35s on without doing a lift or anything like that, and they just don't fit. I'm not sure if it was the offset, but basically it looks like these guys are using like positive offset, like a positive 25 offset on these new trucks. So they're able to lift and stuff, and they're working on all that and getting all the aftermarket parts. So I kind of thought that they were going to have a lot of these aftermarket parts already ready to go, as far as lift kits and suspensions and all that stuff. But apparently it's not all the way all together yet. So I guess you could probably do simple stuff like spacer lifts and stuff like that to get you a little bit of lift, and just kind of generic stuff, but nothing I don't think specifically is made for the 2024 that they're just coming out with yet. I'm not sure if Westcott's got anything for their new stuff, or if that's out yet or what. But you don't have to worry about that if you have a 2023 or 2016 through 2023. You got all the aftermarket parts in the world. You know, you could do whatever to these trucks. So you could change the whole engine, your suspension, your bumper, your hood, your fenders. You know, you could do whatever. You could re-gear it, you could tune it. So yeah, we got all the parts, all the sliders, all the bumper winches and grills, everything you think of for these trucks, you can do to it. So that's gonna be one of the things, you know. It's like people are still wanting these trucks, these third gens. Like people are literally, I just seen somebody get a Voodoo Blue TRD Pro, and he was just like, I've been wanting this truck for a long time. I mean, he's been wanting that truck for a long time. I think he said he waited, I don't know, it was a long time, 5, 6, some years like that for this truck, and he finally got it, you know. So I understand, you know. So I definitely like the new Tacomas, and we'll just end on that note. I like the way they look, but I'd definitely be interested in probably a Pro or a Trail Hunter. But I would love to try and test, you know, I need to test drive one is what I'm trying to say. I would love to test drive one and see how it is. But I think they look good, and I think they look good lifted and bigger wheels and tires. But that's gonna do it, guys. Just be prepared to pay $50,000. You know, this truck was like $50,000 It's what it retailed for, like 51. So yeah, the new TRD Pro, I'm telling you guys, it's probably gonna be like 65. I'm gonna say $65,000 if I could talk. I don't know why I'm just stuttering so much, but I'm gonna say $65,000. So you guys mark my words down. So that's gonna do it, guys. You know, 23s, it's not gonna do it actually. 23s are pretty much done. I went to my local dealership here. They sold the last one yesterday, and it wasn't even a four-wheel drive. It was just a rear-wheel drive Tacoma, SR5, and it was the last one. So you're not gonna see too many of them. So what I'm trying to do is get out here to some of these other dealerships and see what they got on the lot. So got the truck cleaned up, got it gassed up, and yeah, I'm loving the truck. I'm loving the tires. I'm loving these KO2s. To me, KO2s are the best tire, the best looking tire you can get for these trucks. I want to kind of take you guys to the front because I haven't really got any front pictures. The tires ain't that big, so you really can't, you know, it ain't like you can just really, I kind of wanted to get a front view of those tires so you guys could kind of see them. I might need to take a picture, but yeah, 50,000 bucks, guys, for the new Tacoma. It looks good. It looks awesome. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm excited about the truck, and I haven't even seen one yet, but like I've mentioned before in some of these other videos, I know this video is just getting longer and longer. We got to end it, but yeah, I've mentioned it before that they're being delayed because of that sway bar disconnect is what I had heard early on, and who knows what's going on, but they've been going to other, you know, cities and states, so I don't know why we haven't got them here in Oregon or Washington. Probably because they know we're not playing out here. We're gonna put them on blast, so like if there's anything wrong, we're gonna say something. But that's gonna do it, guys. So are you gonna spend the $50,000? Or are you just gonna go try to find a used third gen? Have a good day and God bless. Thanks for checking out the channel. Peace.